coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Raiders of Oakland taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run the counter. Daniels. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Back to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Eluding the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit.
This from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go. Set.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jenkins.
Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown.
And the offense had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker, partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Jenkins. And his throw is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how long can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. We look at this Browns defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Ready.
Back to throw. Jenkins. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
2nd and 4.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 7.
Warriors, 70.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mustang 19. 79 Broncos. 19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Viking 18.
2nd and 13. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, Jack.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Panther 11. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Jenkins. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Ready?
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A little juke. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
70 Lions.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they could try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll drop to throw. It's caught right side by Daniels.
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw on 3rd down, Jenkins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 31. Raiders 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jenkins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and help them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Here we go.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Yards to go.
19 tight. 19 tight. Big Lion.
On 3rd down, Jenkins. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. Now they'll change things up.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Bronco 80.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Go, Reed. Go. Go.
They go with Jacobs and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the a first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Shifts free at the 15 and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniels. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs had...